Good evening. My name is Pita Sadanandan, and today is the 12th of March 2026, and the time is 6:42 p.m. Today is a Thursday, and the area of body we would be maintaining health of by the Nirbeeja Yoga style of Meristem Intelligence is the region of the chin. Now, the chin is a namesake for the area of the head, which has been divided into four parts to maintain one part, the chin area, or the bandwidth from the region of chin all the way around the head, which means it is not covering the top portion of the neck, only from the bottom of the mouth in a bandwidth that ends about the top of the neck, which is a very small bandwidth, but covers many important areas of the body, including some parts of the cerebellum, kind of brainstem, some parts of the brainstem. Yeah. And this area, I've divided the head region into four parts so that this bandwidth then helps maintain important parts of the body. And I've covered 41 parts, with 40 of them divided into four parts each. And then the tail area, tail plus shwa, I'm calling it as tail plus shwa, as one part. So across the days of the month or months, different bandwidths of the body, 41 parts, 41 body parts, out of which 40 is divided into four each, we would be maintaining different parts of the human body. And however we look at it, left, right, you can do all kinds of exercises, diet, health maintenance practices, lifestyle, we still have the same human body. And maintaining different parts is like taking care of one big family house, palatial palatial house. And when there is a regular maintenance, protection of health become, is better than prevention of diseases, is better than cure. And that's a lot of money saved. What you take care of regularly takes care of you and your life, because that's some expenses that won't have to be incurred when you're taking care of yourself. That's kind of health insurance, wealth insurance, wisdom insurance. You're wisely taking care of health and wealth and wisdom. If you're ongoingly becoming better, even trees, plants in your garden, when you're taking care of them without them getting, say, insects or any such things, parasites, you're more likely to have the benefits from that tree or plant. Now, the part of the body we would be maintaining health of is the region of the chin, all the way to the back as a bandwidth to the base brain stem also. Now, I invite you to bring your attention to the bottom of your face. That is the region before your neck begins, but at the bottom of your face. Yeah, your skull is having a face in the front, and bottom is the bottom of the face or bottom of the skull, so to speak. Yeah. And I invite you to pay attention to the softness of the tissues about this region. Yeah, kind of the beard region, but this is about not the neck, but not your chin either. This is just the bottom, like the sunshade of your head, so to speak, of your house. Yeah. If you pour water from the top, it'll go drip drip on your chin. Yeah, the region below it, underneath it. Yeah, kind of. Now, this region is also important because about the base of this face bottom is the region of your hyoid bone, somewhere around there. It's also called the suicide bone. Yeah, too bad. But that's the bone, which is kind of like a hanging bone, on which is placed the tongue. Tongue. You're moving your tongue because Your tongue is having a bone at the base, at the bottom of it. It's about the region of your throat, but from there, this proboscis called tongue, who wags and makes our life beautiful or not. Yeah, one apparently boneless, spineless tongue. But when you maintain the health of it, oh my goodness, what lovely life you could have. And between the mouth and where the bone is, sort of, that holds this tongue, is the chin. Yeah. And your mental condition, the chin has also been called the mentum. So your mental conditions also come from how you maintain this chin, which is in between kind of the tongue bone and the tongue. Yeah, kind of about there. But it's kind of interesting to think of it that way. I'm not entirely wrong. Okay. Now, if you can pay attention to the warmth about the bottom of your face and can follow along your jawbone, yeah, to the sides of your mouth. Don't go all the way to your ears. Just follow your jawbone to the sides of your mouth. Okay? When your mouth muscles stretch on either sides, it may be construed as a grin or a smile or a smiley or something other than frown, kind of, yeah, or serious. Now, this region at the sides of your mouth, yeah, holds a tension of how your chin muscles function. Yeah, the chin bones are formed from two parts of your skull bone. Yeah, some people even have a certain dent, kind of like a cleft chin. Yeah, but if you can feel your bone there, you're likely to notice a certain depression. Like there are two parts of that muscle, chin muscle itself. Yeah, a slight something. And your bones could be tense from how often you um, don't take care of it, or you chew because your jaw bones are designed for very powerful chewing. One of the strongest muscles of your body, the masseter, is about the region of your jawline. And then your jawbone, who has some power to crush stuff. When you bite, you bring your entire jaw's force to bite something. And your chin participates in it and can also contribute to your worries if the tension is not regularly relieved. Yeah, you're going to have emotional tensions from this jawbone impinging in some ways with the muscles and nerves at the region of your ears, close to your ears. So your ability to listen, your ability to think clearly, because the nerves are connected there. Your ability to smile gets affected because the muscles get jammed from too much of power. Kind of, I can't say like an earthquake, but there's this pressure that goes through your jaw, and then the muscles get a little impinged, and then that affects your nerves. It affects your smile, your emotions, your ability to just be, because you're all the time irritated because your nerves are a little jammed like that. So regularly de-traumatizing your jawbone has you be more a human being than an animal, because animals bite into meat. The animals that bite into meat. Others are vegetarian animals. I'm talking about violent tendencies, yeah, or you wanting to bite off somebody's head because your jaw bones have formed from biting, chewing. But if you don't de-traumatize your jawline regularly, your ability to smile and have a pleasant day gets affected. And you being a humane being, after several cycles of evolution, not for you to be an animal, but for you to be a humane being, gets affected if you don't de-traumatize your jaw regularly. How do we do that? That's why this chin area, yeah. Now, this is a tough bit. So I invite you to bring your attention to your jawbone, your lower jaw. So there's the upper jaw, it's called the maxilla. The lower jaw is called the mandible. Yeah? So bring your attention to your jawline and pay attention along the lower surface of your jawline, which is about the bottom of your face. And then notice the tension of your bone, your jawbone, from the bottom half of your face. So that would be like a horseshoe, yeah, a U-shaped bone, all along from the sides of, from below your ears, all the way like a horseshoe shape, moving to the front and then to the other side of the ear line. From one ear to the other ear, moving through the bottom of your face, a U shape. And you're likely to notice a tension of the bone. It's like your bones are hanging down from your face. If you don't bite into your teeth and you just relax your jaw, you're likely to notice your jaw kind of hanging in the air. Yeah? Don't hold your jaw tight. Just relax the muscles around there as much as possible and let your jaw hanging a little bit. Yeah, the gravitational pull will, and then when you're aware of the jawbone from the bottom side of your face, you're likely to feel the pressure of the bone. Now, if it is painful, don't change it. You may be for the first time being aware of the pain of your jaws. Okay, the nervous system may be holding up your jaw and your bones hard. So, okay, what you can do is pay attention to any sense of softness anywhere about your jaws. Otherwise, it could be painful. The nerves connecting your jawbone could make it very painful. Pay attention to softness anywhere about the sides of your jaw, anywhere about the lower surface of around your jaw. Softness, your muscles are in some way holding up by relaxing. Your muscles have a certain softness. When you're paying attention to that softness, your muscles are holding the strength by which to hold your bones well. Instead of your bones holding your muscles are holding your bones. That relieves the tension from the bones and your muscles get stronger. So pay attention to the softness of the muscles about your jaws, and your nervous system is connected with your muscular system. So when your muscles are getting stronger, your nerves are getting stronger, and the tension from your bones are getting relieved. So your bones can relax while your muscles are holding the scene. Okay? Pay attention to that softness of the muscles. Continue to pay attention to softness of the muscles, and also notice any moisture about the area. You're having an alive jaw. In an alive system, there is water. There's also blood. That's also fluid. The water, the strength, the fluids also help buffer the strength that your muscles require to hold up the structure while your bones are relaxing. Okay? Chances are the pain about your jaw is a little lesser. Every now and then through the day, if you're going to just pay attention to the softness of your muscles about your jaw, you're likely to have a pleasant day sooner, yeah, than if you were not aware of this. The amount of worry people have from not knowing that their jaws are holding so much of tension cannot be said in words, yeah, it cannot be said in a few sentences, volumes, but yeah. Try that, yeah. Don't bother moving your jaw up and down. You could try that. But if you're moving your jaw up and down, continue to pay attention to softness, moisture. If there's any emotion showing up, that may be part of how your muscles are getting stronger. At the same time, your nervous connection with your muscles are getting stronger. But some of that emotional tension could be from your bones holding the whole structure. When you also have muscles, you have skin, you have your nerves, but you're only using the bones to hold up your whole framework. Yeah, from not knowing. So there could be an emotional tension, tears could well up, your brain could go into yeah, by not really verbalizing it, but it could be a little cry, but it could just be an emotional pain. just a little while. Yeah. If it's getting too painful, pay attention to the inside of your mouth. Yeah. Pay attention to the space inside your mouth. Let your jaws relax a bit. And then when you feel a little more comfortable, then pay attention to moisture about your jaw. And then if you can handle, that's okay, you're not feeling the pain, then pay attention to softness. Yeah. If it's getting a little too much, again, pay attention to the space inside your mouth. Yeah. This is a little bit of like an inhalation, exhalation. You're kind of contracting, relaxing different parts. Yeah. But your jaws will, you know, have a relief. Yeah. Because you have additional team members reinforcing the structure. So they're not, your bones are not running the show alone. Yeah. Otherwise, you would be, oh, me, myself alone. I got to do the whole thing alone. You got teamwork, you got additional reinforcements. Yeah. That's like one headquarters functioning with better capacity and less tension. Ooh, that's like a whole body that could function better. But at least that's one framework. We got lots of parts of the body. We're only talking about the jaw. We're not even talking about the brainstem. Yeah. Lots of potential. Or rather, let's just say we don't want to work on too much muscles at once. Yeah. Because this is like calisthenics. Bunch of muscles at a time, and it's not the same pattern repeated over and over. We haven't come to Nirbeeja Yoga. This is more like warm up, kind of a little bit. This is a little bit, let's say, skeletal muscles, kind of voluntary muscles. No, awareness of different parts of the body and how they are related to each other. That's also part of yoga. Yeah, yeah, that's also part of yoga. But the Nirbeeja Yoga core is, if you think this is good, yeah, wait till you can come to that. Or rather, I'll say, come join my group for you to have the inside benefits. Learn.dynamicstillnesses.com. LEARN dot DYNAMICSTILLNESSES .com. Learn.dynamicstillnesses.com. Okay, so that's where you would get some more of the inside, the fine details. If this is good, you have the benefit of it. That's not all of it. Ooh, you're still at the tip. Your surface, there. Oh my goodness. Okay, never mind. How will you know that there is something more? Yeah, unless I tell you about it. So, okay. Now, chances are you'll get a pleasant sleep, or you would feel sleepy a little earlier because your brain, your musculoskeletal system is having a new moment. It's like a baby. Yeah, discovered a whole new country, or rather, discovered a country. Yeah. So you may want to have some, you're going to dream over the matter or just sleep over the dream over the matter. Your dreams could be slightly interesting because your body discovered a new country. Yeah. Like you have more space in your play shop. Yeah, you have more space to live life from. So have an early night. Yeah, a little nice little warm. Now get a warm, soft, what do you say? Not blanket, two-way kind. Something that is woolly. Yeah, kind of. Because that will go well with your jaws being less tense. Yeah. So your body has a little bit of the experience of what your head is going through. A little bit. Yeah. Alrighty. And use a soft cushion, a rather soft cloud-like pillow for your head. So that will help your whole system integrate the whole thing a little more better while you're sleeping. Yeah. Have a pleasanter experience because your jaws don't have to then deal with hard pillow. Yeah. Makes a difference. Alrighty. So I will pause for a bit. Have a cup of warm water, not milk or anything, just warm water. Okay, because warm water does something through your throat and your jaws and system than warm milk because it may be a little more thicker and sweeter, and your tongue may want to relax because you've had a little uh, offloading. Yeah. So a little warm water would be better. It'll be lighter on your system. And your system would also like water because it's part of how the tissues function. Milk may not go and sit in your tissues. It will have to go through your intestinal processes before it can reach your tissues. But water may be more reggae, more easy to be consumed. Yeah. Alrighty. On that note, I will pause for now. Yeah. Um, Tomorrow will be another part of the body, but little at a time. You would be more readier to learn better if that's what interests you, or at least you'll have a pleasanter day. Nevertheless, you'll have a pleasant day. If you're going to continue to participate, pay attention to your body along these lines. Also, and okay, if you're drawn to write something, jot down a few points that may help you remember something about this session or what came to your attention or what could build up from the insights here or how you learn or how you show up in life. That could be some of these points. When you write it, it's like a story that then develops in one word at a time, one sentence at a time, layered over time. Yeah? It could be that, or it could also be drawn to draw something, color something. So just check. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope this has been of value to you. Good day. Do let me know how it worked for you.